Hi, I'm Carol with the Roaming Boomers. We're here this morning with Frank Laino, the concierge at the Stafford Hotel in London. Frank is one of the most knowledgeable concierges in all of London. He's going to share some of the hidden gems of the city with us.
So London has so many world-class attractions, well known, the Abbey, the Tower, and of course with this being Diamond Jubilee year, the focus is very much on that and the Olympics. But today we just wanted to bring your attention to some of the off-the-radar attractions that there are, because there are so many of those that are often overlooked by clients, and it's a great shame, and it really does give you the chance to get to know London in a more intimate way. So we're going to look at a couple of things that I think would be appealing. The first one, which is very close to my heart, and particularly in this part of London, are the ceremonial events that happen throughout the year. So as you might have noticed, we do like a set-piece royal occasion, as you witnessed last year with the royal wedding, and the Diamond Jubilee will be absolutely spectacular. But there are several annual ceremonials that take place that are very often very sparsely attended. The crowds are drawn to the one major event, which is the Trooping the Colour, and that's the Queen's official birthday parade. But there are other ceremonials such as Beating Retreat, the rehearsals for the Trooping the Colour, and the wonderful gun salutes that take place in London to mark landmark occasions such as the anniversary of the coronation, Prince Philip's birthday, etc. So those events are really traditional, and they have all the pageantry, but the crowds don't know about those. So those are well worth knowing about. The second thing that I wanted to mention was a museum that I actually love as a Londoner, and that's called the Geoffrey Museum. And there's an old saying, an Englishman's home is his castle, and nowhere is that more borne out than the Geoffrey Museum, because the museum is a little gem, and it has period English domestic interiors from the 1600s right up to the present day. So you can track the actual evolution of the English period interior. So it's quite a fascinating insight to how English people live domestically. So once you've seen the house, I think it'd be nice to visit the garden. So my third place off the radar is the Chelsea Physic garden, which is a medieval apothecary's garden set in the heart of fashionable Chelsea. It's a very tranquil, walled garden that is really off the radar for most people. But it is really interesting because it was founded to explore the medicinal qualities of various plants, and it still fulfills that function to this day. And it's a cracking place for an afternoon tea on a lovely day too. So that's my third choice. My fourth choice is we get quite a lot of clients who are or were in the legal profession. And legal London has a fascinating history, and that is a really interesting thing to focus on too. There are the 4 Inns of Court, which are great places to visit. The architecture, the squares are spectacular and very, very under-visited. You've got Lincoln's Inn, Gray's Inn, Middle and Lower Temple, fascinating places to visit. And in addition, you have the Old Bailey, which is the Central Criminal Court, where all the high-profile murder and criminal trials take place. You can visit there, and you can also sit in the public gallery and listen in on a trial. So that's something that is worth knowing about. And then my final choice is river transport. Now, the Thames used to be the heart and soul of London, but in recent years, in recent times I should say, the river's fallen into disuse really, and it's a great shame, and it's now beginning to be resurrected as a form of transport and getting around, which is wonderful. And there are now many stops along the river bus route, running right from Chelsea through Westminster up to the City, the Tower of London and beyond out to Greenwich. So you can sit in comfort, you've got a guaranteed seat, you can relax, get a coffee, you get a different perspective of the city from the river, and it's just a great way to get about the city, stress-free, traffic-free, and it's also linked in now to the Oyster card network, which is the electronic charge card that we, smart card that we use, which is the most cost-effective way to get around. So that's a great tip.